That's an excellent goal. Well, here's the replay, and it's a really good bit of play. Watch how he turns his marker and then has the composure to finish. Drop of the shoulder, and the finish is clinical. It just makes it look easy. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is FIFA 23 Stevenage Career Mode. It's the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd Season 2, Episode 38. Now I made some changes, some structural changes to the game, and that means that we're going to change the camera angle a little bit. It's going to be further back so you can see more. I want you guys to give me some feedback on that. I've also included some brand new screens, work that I've been doing behind the scenes. Please give me some feedback on that. Let me know if it's too in-depth for you, or if you just prefer the old screen, then let me know. In today's episode, we take on Exeter City to open the League One campaign, and then we travel to Bolton to take them on in their backyard. Let's see how we get on with today. Alright, so we've got the opposition report here from Alex Ravel, our assistant manager, and he's compiled this report for us to look at before we take on Exeter. And we've got some information here from him that helps us identify their strengths and weaknesses. Let me know, as always, if you like to see these. I can always skip them, but I think this is a nice little indication of the way the channel's going. And we can see here that they play a 5-2-1-2, press on heavy touch, and their key player is Matt J. We'll have to keep an eye on him through the middle, and I think the best way to do that would be to place our defensive midfielder Liam O'Neill and have him man-mark him in the middle, which means they're going to have to find alternative ways to goal. You can see Matt J, he is a provider of goals as well as a scorer of goals. Definitely somebody that we should keep an eye on in this game. Let me know in the comments what you think. Alright, so in keep in mind with the opposition report that we got from Alex Ravel, we're going with this lineup. You can pause the video at this point to look at the selections if you want. It's pretty much what we had last year. Nichols obviously coming in, he's a new striker. Norris still out with a sprained knee, so he'll be back at some point in August. The report here that actually mentioned Matt J as the central attacking midfielder. He's the guy that we've got to keep an eye on. So for that reason, O'Neill, the guy that's come into defensive midfield this year, Liam O'Neill, I set him to man mark instead, and hopefully that should nullify any threat from that central position. Gilby, and he's got space out wide, and here's James Wilding down this right hand side. He needs to get a good cross in. Oh, and it's evaded everybody, given away, and Nichols with a chance, and it's a goal. It's an awful clearance. Oh, look at that. Might be the left back or the left-sided centre back, and Nichols slams that. Wastes no time getting on the score sheet. Crossed in and headed away. It's been a good opening half an hour, and O'Neill wins the ball. Oh, it's a deflected shot. Rose brings it down, and he's bundled over by Sweeney. And Pierce Sweeney goes into the referee's book. He bundled Rose over. We'll see here in the replay. Elbows and legs, and then he sticks a knee in, and then it's going to be Gilby to take this. Opens up his Season 2 account as a permanent player. Yes, he does! Alex Gilby! It's a fantastic penalty. You see here, replay, Chapman making the save. We've just got to see this out to half-time. We've got a 2-0 lead. It is going to be Giovanni Brown to swing this in. In comes the corner. Oh, and what a header that is. It's Timothy Dieng. He should not be getting a free header there in the box. We've got big guys in there. Piergianni, Sweeney. Let's have a look at this replay. No, but Piergianni backs away from it. Not good, that. And Aidy Boothroyd saying, come on, we are better than that. So at half-time, it's 2-1. Disappointed with that corner, but otherwise we've looked very, very good going forward. Into Number. He takes it past. Oh, he tries to take it past Piergianni, but Agunbo's there on the cover. Oh, it's an awful touch. And Chapman. An hour played here. I don't know what happened there. Corner swung in. And Dieng! And he scored again. You know, when the cross comes in, every time from a corner, it gives you the smallest man. And then by the time it actually gives you the man that you want, the man that can probably head the ball away, it's too late. Why do you only get 2 options in the box? Gots. Looking for an instant reply. Oh, controlled by Hawkins! Oh, I thought he'd put that in. Down the wing to Gilby. Bit of unfamiliar territory. It's swung in and not cleared. Here's O'Neill. He takes the touch. Oh, into Nichols. He's round the goalkeeper. Oh, and he's at the side netting. That could have been the brace. Oh, he needed to roll that really, didn't he? 3 minutes left. Corner swung in. It's not a good header. And Broadall Way, the Lamex Stadium, rises once again. Can we get the winner? Gilby swings it in. Headed down. Sweeney! Come on! A minute left plus stoppages. Dan Sweeney. An unlikely goal scorer. The centre back. We pushed everybody forward. Exeter thought they had. Blackman's on the floor with his hands in his head. That's not a bad finish, that. He kind of scuffed it, but he makes the best connection on it. Defender, actually. His own defender impedes him. And Aidy Boothroyd, look at that. Get in. It's an opening day win for us against Exeter. An unlikely hero, Dan Sweeney, with the goal. 2 goals conceded from the set piece, from the corner, in exactly the same fashion by Timothy Dieng, but then we end up scoring the winner from a set piece ourselves. Let me know in the comments what you think. Time to take a look at the EFL League 1 results from match week 1. Lincoln lost 2-1 at home to Derby County, and Wigan withdrew 1-1 with Bolton. AFC Wimbledon returned to League 1 with a 1-1 draw against Plymouth Argyle. Stockport County surprisingly overcame Ipswich Town 2-1, and Burton Albion won 1-0 away at Crewe. Shrewsbury beat Forest Green Rovers, and Wycombe were held 0-0 with Port Vale. MK Dons 1, Rotherham 1, Fleetwood 0, Cheltenham 1, Accrington 0, Peterborough 1, and Oxford 2, Cardiff City 3. There are some results there. And a little bit of news, Terence Van Kooten is set to return back to training after his ACL injury. So that's good news for us. And youngster Curtis Thomas has agreed a 1-year loan move to University of Dublin on loan. He's going to go off on loan and get some football there. And finally, the medical staff have cleared Luke Norris to return after injury, and now he can rejoin training as well. So more good news for Stevenage fans. Alright, so we've got our second opposition report. This time it's Bolton Wanderers, and as always, Alex Ravel, our assistant manager, has compiled this information to help us come up with a strategy to cope with Bolton Wanderers today. And we're going to be away from home, so the pressure's going to be on us. The manager, Ian Evatt, prefers a 5-2-1-2, and they press after possession loss, so we're going to have to be prepared for that. They use slow build-up with possession-based football, and their key player is Josh Windass, the left striker that they signed from Sheffield Wednesday. So they also have Dempsey going through the middle. Here's Windass. You can see he's a quality player, no doubt. So what I'm going to do with this one, probably going to put Mazida Gumbo on the left side, on the right side of centre-back, to cope with his pace and movement, and move Sweeney to the left-hand side. I think that's the best idea. Dare we make it 2 wins from 2? Given the fact that we've got that opposition report on Bolton, we've actually made a change here. Sweeney's gone to left-sided centre-back, and Agumbo has been tasked with the job of marking up on Josh Windass. Otherwise than that, it's mostly the same team as before. As we get underway here, the University of Bolton Stadium, big stadium, big expectations for Bolton this year. Here comes Windass. Agumbo's on him. Stay on him. Yes, well worn. Anywhere will do there. O'Neill gets the flick on to Nichols. Bakayoko to Morley. Into Williams. And a chance now for Windass. And a great save by Chapman. It's a few opportunities that they've had in the opening minutes. Windass finally got free of Agumbo. Oh, and he loses out. Here's Windass. Cross into the box. Oh, and Sweeney gets it away. O'Neill gets it away. Bolton apply the pressure. Morley into Bakayoko. Back to Bakayoko. Into Sadler. Oh, and a good save. Chapman needed 2 bites of the cherry to secure the ball. Half an hour gone. Bakayoko. Into Windass on the turn. Agumbo's there again. He's done a great job of the opening 30 minutes. Here's Bakayoko. Well in again. Oh, and in slides Morley. Bakayoko. Morley. Back to Bakayoko. Bolton with a chance. It's Windass. Oh, and Chapman with the save.
Well, he should be hitting the back of the net. That's a poor effort.
5 minutes to go till half time. It's 1 back. High pressure. Well in by Agumbo. Fantastic tackle. Well in, lad. He's done a good job so far keeping Windass quiet. And here's Nichols into Rose. Oh, and it's intercepted. We've barely had a sniff up front. Windass can't get away. And at half time, it is 0-0. I don't like to obviously play for draws, but if I can get a draw here, given how much pressure they've put us under, we've barely had a sniff up front. Almost an hour played. This is good pressure by Stevenage. Well in by James Wilden. Having to fight and scrap. Gotts on the turn. Needs to get an option. Oh, it's overrun. Dixon. Oh, it's a poor clearance. And now Rose. Oh, and Dixon makes amends for the poor kick. Almost a smash and grab there by Stevenage. Poor kick by Dixon, and then a wonderful reaction stop. Aidy Boothroyd knows in a game a few chances. That was a good chance. 20 minutes to go. Nichols knocks it down. Kane Smith into Gilby. Into the box. Amu on the turn. David Amu. And he flashes his shot wide. Alpha Lions coming on for Bakayoko. So far so good. If we can hold out and get a point here, that would be a good result. A minute left. Morley into Windass. Intercepted by Sweeney. Knocked down by Agumbo, who's done probably one of the best matches I've seen him play in a Stevenage shirt. Smith into Amu. Back to Agumbo. Down to O'Neill, and we managed to play it out. Only 30 seconds left. O'Neill and now Dempsey, and that is full time. Job done as far as I'm concerned. I know you guys probably wouldn't think much of a viewing spectacle, but we needed that point. It's 4 points from a possible 6. A win against Exeter and a draw here at Bolton. Let me know in the comments what you think of the opening day games, and then we'll get to the results and see what else has gone on. Alright, check in with the scores. Oxford beat Lincoln by a goal to 0. Cardiff drew with Accrington 1-1. Peterborough drew with Fleetwood 1-1. Charlton lost at home to MK Dons 2-0. Rotherham beat Port Vale 2-1. Wycombe drew with Forest Green 1-1. And Thea Bamer on the score sheet there. Shrewsbury lost at home 3-1 to Crewe. Burton 2, Stockport County 1. And Ipswich thrashed Wimbledon 3-0. Plymouth lost at home to Wigan 1-0, and Exeter won 3-1 against Derby County. Timothy Dieng with 2 goals, that's 4 on the season already for him, and that wraps up Week 2's action. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the new screens. Please leave me some feedback. Let me know whether you're enjoying it. And we're going to be back on Wednesday in 2 days' time. We have a Carabao Cup game against Northampton, which will be tricky. And we also take on Plymouth Argyle in the league. So join me in 2 days from now. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. I'll see you guys real soon.